I don't think so.
You're not ready?
Angie.
Angela Japanese.
Oh, Angela's not here.
Okay.
Look. Oh, Don knows what he was
Remember this
young.
trip, Karen?
Do I? I've got those pictures.
Don't look in there.
Gosh, yes.
Because you don't have a napkin for
I
one.
remember
You ready?
all that.
Is everybody ready? Nobody else is ready for that.
Who's that?
I can't tell.
Now that's too light.
So, like,
Oh,
hey, let's go to the store. Nobody's really paying attention.
what?
Oh, gosh! Wait a minute, what is that?
This,
Who is that?
That's Ray.
You ready? You ready, Keith?
Ray.
Go, buddy.
Oh.
Look at that hole. Look at that, buddy.
Okay, we ready for the trick. Go ahead, come on.
I'm ready.
Look at it.
Ready?
Mommy, I want some ice cream.
No, it's your Easter carrot.
8 cards.
Mom.
Okay? Now what I have to do is put
I
in
see
order
it.
red, black, red, black.
Okay.
So make sure they're
Mom, where's Gino?
red, black, red, black.
Over
Go
here.
over there with them.
And the thing about them being in order of red, black, is that you have to have all number cards. You can't have any
Yes, they do.
face cards. Okay?
Just a minute. You're being disruptive. You really should not do that.
You don't get anything. You will sit in the corner.
In the other room.
Okay. Did you understand what I mean? They gotta all be number cards, but they can't be no face cards. They gotta alternate. Red, black, red, black, red, black. Right? And then you put them down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what do I have in my hand?
Red, black, red, black.
She's got to know that everybody
Red, black,
has
red,
to
black.
have
John, go over
She
there.
has to be the center of attention all the time. We're trying to do this.
You see that there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you paying attention.
I'm trying. Forgive me.
That's okay.
And
So, you got
red, black, red, black.
right? But if you take the card, you just reverse the order, okay? Doesn't matter what order you put them in.
Dad, go a little closer to his leg.
Black.
You know what's
No,
really
this way.
that all these cards are what?
Red.
To him.
Now, if all these cards are
Yeah,
red,
go-
what color are these cards?
They should
Yeah,
be
go
black.
behind him.
You know what? They
Go
shouldn't be
behind
because
him.
I've never touched them. They still red, black, red, black. The
Dad,
only thing
go
is they're
behind
all.
him.
Queen.
Oh, Lord. Why you do that, boy? Why you do that? Why you do that, man? What'd you do? I'm watching with the camera, man. The camera don't miss it.
You got some cards under your pants or something? It's like, wait a minute, you should get our reaction because my mouth fell over.
Hold on, do it again.
Wait a minute. That it's a replay. You guys, when they do those tricks on TV and they stop you and they show you how they do them.
Let me let you do one. Here you go.
Oh,
Let you just pick
oh, okay, pick one.
any card you want.
Okay, I want that one.
This one, that's the one you want. Okay. Now, show.
Show everybody? Okay. Don't look in the window either. Okay. Show the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody got it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now, you say stop.
Stop.
Stop. No way for me to know.
No way for you to know.
No way for me to
Slide
know.
up.
But you know what this card does?
What?
This card. I need to touch it.
Uh-oh. That's okay. It's all right.
Look, scaring me.
She got on nice color.
Okay.
Don't y'all like that color?
Yes.
I love that color.
Wait a minute. Look. You just ought to be in show
You
business.
know what? And you know why I love that color? Because that's the color the card turned to. And when I say that's the color it turned to, look.
That was it.
You like that? You like that? Okay, well look. Can I see your beer? Can I buy your beer?
Grandma, you
I'm gonna
look
put it over
funny.
Look, sit there right there.
Okay.
Let's do this again. Okay. Look. Whenever you're ready. I want you to hit them again. Say stop whenever you're ready.
Stop. Oh.
Well, that's fine. Anybody. I want to show you this card.
Okay.
Show me. I got you.
Okay, we
Yeah.
got it.
Say it, Gino.
Okay, I see.
Everybody has it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Back up, back up.
Too late.
I want it.
Okay. Now,
Back up,
you got the color on. So you got the color on. So what's that card gonna do? What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do?
It's
Turn
turn
blue.
black.
Turn blue.
Did it turn blue? It didn't turn blue this time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What was the card?
There was 3 cards.
No way. That is not true. There is no way that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Show the card to the camera. Oh Lord! Boy, you
I
got
am clueless. I have no idea what just happened. I don't know. That card went under there was a different card.
When that card went under there, plus he couldn't have known what you were going to choose.
Yeah, that is.
Oh my.
I don't understand.
Or you know what he did, don't you? Because y'all looked at each other.
Wait a minute. What
Don't tell me. That's what I don't know. You're supposed to keep it secret.
Oh, he wants her beer. She wants her beer.
I appreciate having my beer.
Which one is yours?
Excuse me.
But the card, the beer would have had to move.
This
The
one?
beer didn't move, and the card
No,
didn't
no,
move.
this is yours.
The fullest.
Here, fool, here, tricky.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Get out of there.
This ain't urine, is it?
No, no.
Okay.
Maybe water.
He'll switch it up on you, tricky up on the card trick. You know what I'm saying? He's tricky.
She wants me to tell you the one about the boat. Ask.
Where'd I do that?
Okay.
I went to the boat.
I didn't have your phone.
Did you? You went to the boat?
Wait a minute,
The
wait a
boat.
minute. Slap it, stand up.
You want to see this on? I don't think you're going to see
There
it.
you go.
I think you probably. I went to the boat, the gambling boat.
Okay, okay.
No,
I see.
go ahead.
I got you.
And,
I got you.
they had some card magicians and shit. They were real
So you can get right
But
now?
they had card magicians.
Oh.
You know, me and my boys were up there.
Oh, you got me.
I thought you said carbon juices.
Carbon
I was like,
juices.
what?
No, they're card magicians.
That's that Texas twang.
So you showed them up?
Well,
Yeah,
what
but-
happened was my boys were, you know, they seen me do card tricks and they was watching this guy and they really thought that I was better than him. So they was like, go up there and do a trick. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. So they started hoorahing the guy. So the guy kind of called me out. So I got up there and I looked at his cards to make sure they were real cards. Shuffled them up a couple of times and looked at them, made sure they weren't trick cards. I said, okay, I'm gonna do this trick. And what I did was I said, anybody in the audience, get a card. So
Look out there, big
take the
fella.
card and I'm turning my back at that table.
Okay.
Trying to see.
Okay.
Got
You
you.
got it?
Okay.
And what I did was, I said, put the card on top. And I took the card and I did this. That's what I did.
Okay. That's
Nobody saw what I did except for the card magician.
okay.
All right? And what I really did was, I'm not going to look at it, but see? You see that?
Right.
Without anybody knowing, put it right back. Sure. See? Put it right back on top. So I'm fixing to find a trick. I mean, you know, find the card. And the card magician said, wait a minute. He said, I saw what you did. He said, let me shuffle the card. I was like, you know, fine, shuffle them, because I knew what the card was, right? So he took the cards and he said, he took them over, turned them over. He said, before I do, I want you to turn your back. So I looked at my buddies and they was like, well, this doesn't make it. If you get it wrong, what can they do? They can't fire you on work. So I said, okay, fine. So I turned my back and this is what he did. Just like that.
Oh, he turned them.
Face up and his face down. My back is turned. I didn't know. Right. So when I turned back around, you know, by the time I turned back around, he took the cards and put them back on top and sat them down just like
You
that.
can't get me.
Right. So when I turned around, my boys, they was surrounding me. They winking their eyes and doing all that. I don't know what they're doing, you know. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna find the cards. So I picked the cards up and I realized the cards were face up and face down. I didn't know what I was gonna do all the way through, face up, then the face down. Okay, I can't hold this card. But after I looked at it a couple times, I realized that I was gonna have to find this card, or I was gonna look like a bum, right? So you know what I did? I just cast a shadow over the cards, and you know what happened? Believe it or not, every single one of those cards turned itself up the right way,
Keith.
except for one card, and that was.
Now that is too Wait a minute.
And that's the best reaction right there. She didn't even move.
Oh my God! So you stunned him.
I just took,
Boy.
I took the show. And they were like, would you please do one more trick? And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do one more trick. And they begged me and begged me and begged me and begged me. So, you know what I did? I took the cards out and I did that ace trick. Remember the one I did, John? I did that one and they loved it. And they said, well, do one more for us. I said, okay. So I took the aces because I told them it's time to do a 4 ace trick. And this is what I did. Check it. What are those?
all aces.
All the aces. All the aces of different suits. I took the aces and I just flipped them over. Right? And I counted them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then what I did was I decided I was going to reverse the order of the cards. Okay? First card I came to was
Ace of spades.
the ace of spades. Took the ace of spades and put it on the bottom and I touched it just like that. You know what happens?
Oh, it's
It
ringing.
came right back to the top. Okay? Because that was no big deal. Karen's not paying attention, but she's gonna miss this. This is one of my best tricks. So I took the ace, which you gotta see. I
Right.
took the ace, put the other cards on top, right?
Yeah.
And touched it again. You know what happened? It came back to the top. After a few times, I was starting to wonder, why would this trick not be called the 4 ace of spades trick? Because even if I put it in the middle and I touched the deck, it came back to the top. Even if I took this card and put it down here, it came back to the top. Even if I took it and put it at the bottom, it came back to the top. So why would this trick not be called the 4 ace of spades trick? Even if I took this card and put it right here and touched it, took it here and put it down, they still came back to the top. So why would this trick not be called the 4 ace of spades trick? Do you know why this trick is not called the 4 ace of spades trick?
Because it's not for it.
Because this trick is called the 10 of diamonds trick, only because it's done with the 10 of diamonds. That's the only reason. But it's not just done with 1 10 of diamonds, it's done with 2 10 of diamonds. If you look, you see it's done with 3 10 of diamonds, and there's a 4th 10 of diamonds. Okay? Just in case the camera missed it, you show them again. Okay? Now, usually, I don't drink Miller Lite. What do I drink?
Bud,
I drink Crown.
Okay, Crown.
And anytime you drink Crown, you must also have a king. So, since I do drink a lot of Crown, man gets mad at me, but I do drink a lot of Crown. And since I drink so much Crown,
Man, what's up? Angela. Oh,
like that.
Yeah, that's too much. That is too much.
You got some unforeseen power.
First, I
huh?
thought I knew how he did a doggone trick.
I don't have a clue.
Karen says she don't know now.